Welcome to Michael Pott's Formula One. Everything Formula One, but from a photographer's point of view. The summer break is an opportunity for the teams and drivers to down tools and get some much needed relaxation. For us, it's an opportunity to look into their performances during the course of the season. In this series of vlogs, I would like to analyse each driver's performance in 2022. I'm going to look at what they've achieved so far, what their goals should be for the rest of the year. I'm going to look at some of my favourite photographs of the drivers and talk through why I think they're special. Each day will be focused on a specific team, comparing the two drivers. Because what better yardstick do you have than the person in the same team as you, with the same budget, the same car, and the same team members? If you do like this content, please like and subscribe, and share it with all of your passionate motorsport friends. So without any delay, let's dive into the team that's propping up the standings. In last place, Williams. Williams has 3 points, all scored by Alex Albon in Australia and Miami. While it is the same number of point-scoring finishes they have now as they had this time last year, there was much more of a sense of optimism last year. This is partly because the expectations have been raised. They had a very good end of last season, and they were expected to kick on from that. They arrived at winter testing with a very unique aero package, the only team to have this philosophy. Unfortunately, it looks like it didn't pay off. At Silverstone, they brought an upgrade and moved to more of a Red Bull-inspired philosophy. Head-to-head, Alex Albon versus Nicholas Latifi. Alex has dominated the inter-team rivalry. He has scored all the team points. In qualifying, he leads his teammate 11-1. Alex didn't set a qualifying time in Imola. Of the 8 races where they've both finished, Alex has been ahead 7-1. Let's look at the drivers individually. Last year, it looked like Nicholas was improving. It was his second season in Formula One, and he had 2 points finishes, finishing 17th in the standings at the end of the year. However, this year, it seems like he's taken a bit of a step backwards. He's currently 20th and is yet to finish within the points. In Formula One, points are awarded to the first 10 drivers, starting with 25 for first place and ending with 1 point for 10th place. There are 20 drivers on track, so only the top half score a point in each race. Williams hasn't been great this year, but Nicholas hasn't been on the same level as his teammate. He does, however, have the team's best qualifying, which is 10th place at the British Grand Prix. But he was also the slowest qualifier in 7 of the 13 races. One of my favourite shots of Latifi was taken during qualifying at the Silverstone Grand Prix. This is where he scored his best qualifying result. It was atrocious conditions. I took this shot at Club Corner, the last corner of the track. Nicholas is powering around the corner. There's a huge amount of spray being thrown up. The car's really on edge and you can see the driver fighting with the elements. This is a really good result for Nicholas, and it was a pity he couldn't turn that into points during the race. For the second half of the year, he needs to show that he deserves to be in Formula One. He's out of contract at the end of the year, and so far he hasn't put in a performance that would justify the team re-signing him for next year. Rumours started very early in the year that he wouldn't be signed by Williams next year. If that's the case, and he's already lost his seat, then the best thing he can do for the remainder of the season is to enjoy every minute of it. Last year, Albon was on the sidelines. He was working as a Red Bull reserve driver, having previously raced for the team in 2019 and 2020. However, he was demoted when the team signed Sergio Perez to partner Max Verstappen in 2021. His move to Williams at the start of the year was a lifeline. It was a chance to restart his career. He's taken that opportunity with both hands. He has 2 points finishes and a best qualifying position of 11th on the grid. He's currently 19th in the driver standings. One of my favourite photos of Alex comes from winter testing in Barcelona. I took this shot at the chicane towards the end of the lap. It was late in the evening, this golden light oozing over the cars. I shot this with a very slow shutter speed, 1/10 of a second. It's a bit of a complex shot to achieve because the car is rotating through the corner. You've got to pick a subject, driver's helmet in this case, and follow that. The front and the back of the car then blur out because of the slow shutter speed. If you look carefully, behind the front wheel, there's a metal cage. This is known as an aero rake, and it's what the teams use to analyze the air coming off the tires. From this, they can determine how effective their aerodynamics are. While being only 19th in the driver standings, Alex has actually performed incredibly well this year. The team has recognized his speed, his leadership qualities, and also his humor, and re-signed him for another year. In a tongue-in-cheek reference to the Oscar Piastri Alpine saga, Alex tweeted this after his announcement was made. "I understand that with my agreement, Williams Racing have put out a press release this afternoon that I am driving for the team next year. This is right. I have signed a contract with Williams for 2023. I will be driving for Williams next year." To which Oscar Piastri replied, "Well played." For those of you not aware of the drama going on between Oscar Piastri and Alpine, have a look at my previous vlog from the Hungarian Grand Prix, which explains quite a lot of it. Thank you for watching my review of the Williams team at the midpoint of the 2022 season. What do you think of the team's prospects going forward? Will Latifi continue to race for them? If not, who will be in the seat in 2023? What do you think will be Alex's best results of the year? Let me know in the comments below. Tomorrow we'll be looking at the fortunes of Aston Martin, a team trying to establish themselves as one of the front runners. Until then, goodbye.